everybody, welcome back. World Watercolor Month 2025. A different kind of project for me, and I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. Today's prompt is something green. So I'm going with a green eye. Figured that was different. I've sort of sketched it out a little bit. Can I zoom you in? There you go. There she is. So I think, yeah, this might be a challenge, but I like it. So we're gonna give it a whirl here and see how we do. I just totally messed up my my little black here that I tried to re-wet in my pot. So in my what's this thing called? That thing. Palette. Yeah. So I'm going to leave splotches of white for the reflections. I hope this finds everybody doing well and not suffering from the heat and humidity here in the US. If you're out west, you're very lucky, I think. My personal opinion. Okay. That might be a little bit big, but that's okay. All right. I'm not very good at things like light reflection yet. It's something I need to practice. And yeah, I need a lot of practice, as you can see. So we are just gonna go in with some green around here. What I want to do is just do a light kind of wash of green first. I really need to change my water. I do this every day. I don't change my water like I'm supposed to. Very bad artist. Bad artist. I forget. I get busy doing other stuff, and then I go, oh, I'm going to make a video. And then I don't clean my water, a little water bucket. Trying to get around here without smudging the black. Okay, there's my light wash. I am learning about washes and backgrounds, and I feel like I hear buzzing. We've had wasps get into the house before, and it's like, I always hope that's not what it is. Okay. A little at a time here. I'm going to try for a really dark green. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Too much black. Now my eyes do this thing, but my eyes change color constantly. Sometimes they look gold. Sometimes they look green. Sometimes they look yellow. No, I'm not talking about the white part of my eye. Okay. Ooh, I have red paint on my finger, and I need to be very careful I don't get that on my paper, because I am a sloppy watercolor painter. I tend to spread paint everywhere. Example number 1. Okay. It's kind of a weird eye, but that's all right. We're gonna go with it. I have other plans. So let's see. Now I'm going to do something weird and sort of more artistic-y. So don't freak out. It's not supposed to be realistic. Boy, I need a clean spot in my palette. So there we go. All right. Pull this in. Alrighty. I'm pull in some of this bright green. I don't know if you guys could hear whatever just went by. It's a car with a very noisy muffler. Young kid drives it. Yep, this is totally not a realistic eye, so don't get confused. Please. Oh gosh. I am using a reference photo, so that's where I got the idea. Because of course I wouldn't come up with this original for my own thoughts, because I don't have those thoughts. When I say I'm not artistic, this is what I mean. Like, I would never think to do this. Around an eye. But I absolutely love it. So I'm going with it. Just running with it. Just gonna run with it. I'm not copying it exactly, because I can't even do that well. just do, I'll show you the reference photo afterwards. Let's see. See how you think I did. Okay. So, I really don't have the colors here I want to do, but I need to clean out another side of my palette. Sorry for my arm. I forget how close the camera is to everything. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to stick a little of this in there. And then I'm going to stick a little of this in there. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, please. And thank you. All right, I need a little more green in there. Might have gone a little too far. Mixing a little blue in. Oof, it's still really, really green. And still really more green than I wanted. All right, there we go. I think this is what I was going for. Oftentimes I have to wipe off that part of my brush so that I don't get a bunch of drips. You're probably saying, this looks just like that other color. Well, yes, it does. I mixed a bunch of colors after I got that color, so I had to get that color back. And now, and it's still not quite what I want, but that's okay. I should have done this as a wash beforehand, before doing all the other stuff. I'm still working on what steps come first with watercolor, because there are many steps that have to go in order to really make it make sense. When I see work that other people have done, and I'm not good at that part at all. All right, again, I need a clean, not orange. Mixing gray and white. Gray isn't really what I wanted, but I need something a little off-white. Oops, that's not going to work. Brush just slipped into my red palette. I don't want bloodshot eyes, so. But the whites of your eyes are not really white. And since this isn't a realistic eye anyway. Alrighty. Black. All right, now here's going to be the tricky part for me. This brush is still probably not thin enough to do this well. I gotta make sure all this is dry. Yeah. Alrighty. And I know this is not going to be anything like the painting, my reference picture, I should say. So, be kind when I show you the reference picture, or even if you don't see the reference picture and you're zooming through this. I don't want my black to be really wet, because then I'll get a blob instead of fine lines, but this is hard. Okay. Working it, working it, working it. Best I can. Okay. Alrighty. And I'm gonna go back in here. Mix a little black into my gray. And do a little here. And okay. Well, it's not exact, which I don't want it to be. I don't want to copy somebody exactly, but it's not bad, not bad. Okay, working, working, working. Almost done. Don't want to rush. If I rush, I'll mess it up. I know that. It's my MO. Remember, I'm not an artist. I'm just someone who plays. Yeah. Alrighty. This is actually, I'll be really honest with you, this is really pointing out to me all of my flaws and where I really need to work on things like perspective and you know, shadowing and even drawing the middle of a flower first instead of after. Like, makes all the difference in the world, which I didn't do, obviously. And so, yeah, it's... Just want to touch this up, hopefully not mess it up. Okay. I get a little tiny piece. Just lighten this up a little bit. I feel like it's a little dark for what I want. Okay. Now we're gonna get some more green. Layers, layers, layers. I have learned that watercolor is about layers, that's for sure. Come on, Martha. I need more paint on there. Okay. All right. I'm going to go with that. I may save this photo because I want to do this over and over and over again. Whoa. Tony just dropped something on his way in the house. But anyway, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. Here's the reference photo. It's from Pixabay. So, isn't that beautiful? Mine isn't even close. However, now I have something to practice. I know I want to practice that. So I have saved that photo on my iPad and I will go back to this. So that is day 22. And look, it took 22 minutes and 45 seconds. Thanks, everybody. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.